Welcome back to another episode of Backcourt Breakdown Podcast, a podcast when we break down film from every angle. I am your host, Junior, and I am here with my co-host, Michael. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I am excited to record another episode where we get to talk about basketball, man. But before we get started, man, let's talk about this NBA playoffs games. We had a lot of games of four yesterday. The Cavs played the Raptors, 89-83 final score. The Raptors won this game, tying this series 2-2. Tell me, man, what are your thoughts while watching this game yesterday?
It was a pretty interesting game. Started off a bit slow, a lot of missed shots. Both teams struggled in the first half, but they start to pick it up towards the second half.
Yeah, I mean that game yesterday was hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching the first quarter. Both teams were missing a lot of shots. There were a lot of air balls, a lot of turnovers. But I mean, this goes to show you the intensity that these NBA playoffs have for us. I mean, big shout out to Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram yesterday. Both had 23 points. Were able to help their team win the game and tie the series. Donovan Mitchell had 20 points. He didn't really shoot really well from the field. He was 6 for 24. James Harden also had 19, but had 7 turnovers. I mean, looking at those stats right there, it just goes and show you that that Raptor team was, pressuring them yesterday and putting them in uncomfortable positions where, they were just missing a lot of shots. What do you think they need to do in order to beat that team to get to that point?
Yeah, for the Cavs, I believe that they have to be more so consistent, right? For
Yeah.
both of your star players, you can't have two games where you guys are going off and then in order to take it, you guys start losing, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
Mm-hmm.
you got to use the experience that you've been able to build and acquire over these years to be able to beat young teams like the Raptors and not have to struggle early in the first round.
Facts. And I still have them going to the Eastern Conference Final. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, they're gonna be playing whoever makes it there. But it's an interesting series that we're having right now, and I think we might be potentially seeing a game seven. Yeah, they're gonna be going to a game seven. A game seven. Who knows? But it's gonna be an interesting one. All right, moving on next, we're gonna have the Celtics versus the Sixers. Uh, Celtics won this game 128-96. I mean, the Celtics were amazing last night. Jason Tatum ended the game with 30 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists. Jason Tatum had 20 points. I also had 7 rebounds. And the star of the game last night was Peyton Pritchard, at 32 points, at 18 points in the first quarter, at 12 for 21 from the field, 6 for 12 from the three. I mean, man, tell me, man, what do you see when you watch this Celtics team?
I see a lot of guys that's very experienced in terms of playoff runs. I see guys that don't really have that big of egos, and they're also very well coached.
Well, I seen the Celtics yesterday. I was like, man, they have so many guys that can create their own shot up the dribble, and having someone like Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench and having 18 points in the first quarter. Jason Tatum had an injury, tore his Achilles early on, but he's able to come back and he has been playing at a superstar caliber, and I think that with him and Jaylen Brown, this team, guys like Derek White and Payne Pritchard play at this level that he is right now. I mean, I think I have them going to the finals. What do you think?
Yeah, it's very, very much. They're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals for sure.
Yeah.
And they could very much so go to the NBA Finals as well.
Yeah, I want to see that. Let's talk about the Sixers, man. 96 points yesterday. Joel Embiid was able to come back and play. He had 26 for 21. Maxey had 22. VJ the rookie only had 6 points, man. Let's talk about this Sixer team, man. Their whole thing was, we're going to build around Joel Embiid, trust the process, Joel Embiid was having an amazing career until injuries. As a Celtic organization, what do you think they should be doing moving forward, man? Because it's not looking good right now, to be honest. It's not looking good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the stuff that Joel Embiid went through with the injuries, considering the amount of skill that he has, but that's the game of basketball. So I think now, not saying that they have to trade Joel or anything like that, but I definitely think that they have to start pivoting towards their younger players like Tyrese and VJ.
For sure. Yeah. Jay, in my opinion, is really special. I mean, it's only his first year, so he's still trying to find, his groove and everything. But I definitely see he has a lot of potential in him and Tyrese in the backcourt. They're gonna do a lot of great things for this organization of the Sixers, man. Also played last night. He had 16 points, 6 for 13. I mean, that wasn't just enough to beat the Celtics, They put up 128 points. That's almost, they almost lost by like damn near close to 30, you know? So I don't know, man. They got to figure it out. All right, moving on next, man. We're going to talk about the Portland Trailblazers versus San Antonio. The return of Wemby. Wemby had an amazing game last night. Wemby had 27 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 7 blocks. Man,
Wow.
he filled up the entire stat sheet. And the thing was, I was watching the game yesterday. It did not feel like that. I'm like, yo, how does he do this? Fox also ended the game with 28 points. He was 11 for 17, 4 for 8 from the three-point line. Stephen Castle also has 16 points. And I don't know, man. This Spurs team are very, very special. To have a guy like Wemby put up stats like that, you have Darren Fox playing the way he's playing right now. What do you see when you watch this Spurs team? Tell me, man.
Yeah, when they're all together, these dudes they're great. They're great for hoops. They're well coached with Wemby being the engine on both defense and offense. It allows the players to feel like, you know what I'm saying, they have someone backing them, especially in the paint. And it just allows them to be able to get out and transition very well because you have a guy like Wemby in the paint, so you have to really worry too much. So it's great.
Yeah. I mean, having Wemby back yesterday definitely, helped them secure this win. I mean, Victor Wembanyama's presence on the court is, I don't know, man. Like the things that he does on the basketball court to me at his size is very amazing. To end up the game with 7 blocks and 4 steals while still having 27 points. I mean, we're talking about James Harden being a system offense. I think Wemby is I don't even know what word to use, but he is assisting both on offense and defense. Like I saw a play where he blocked a shot without jumping. He blocked another footer without jumping. I'm like, man, that's going to be a good one. Moving on next, we got the Lakers versus the Rockets. Before I start, to me, that was a disappointing game yesterday. I had the Lakers, sweeping the Rockets and, preparing for, the one and only OKC. But we dropped the game yesterday. The final score was 115-96. Give me a little insight of what you saw last night, Mike.
I feel like the Lakers, well, first off, it wasn't the best game from LeBron. So that obviously takes a toll on your team when he's the real engine for the team now that Luka and Austin Reeves is out.
Yeah.
So when LeBron has a bad game and no one else steps up, then you're bound to lose.
Dude.
You're bound to lose.
And I don't think yesterday was even about LeBron scoring. I mean, he had 8 turnovers, man. That's unacceptable. He shot 2 for 9. I mean, he had 9 assists, but you had 8 turnovers. That's not good. You're not gonna win. Andre Ayton had 19 points. He was the one that kept them in the game for a little bit, but as time went on, the Houston Rockets just kept making shots. Talking about the Houston Rockets, man. Everybody played really good yesterday. They had guys make some shots off the bench. Tyree had 20. Jabari had 16. Segum 19. Amen Thompson had 23. And Reece Shepherd, he came in, he made some shot. He was 6 from 12 from the field, 4 for 7 from the three-point line, And I don't know, man. I don't like the Federal Lakers dropped that game. I mean, I still have them winning next game, going back to LA, but I just feel like as a team, they should have just won that game yesterday and just secured the dub. But what do you think? Tell me, what do you think?
Yeah, I also think that they should have got him out of there just so that they could prepare a little bit earlier for OKC and not have to worry too much. But, I mean, to take it back home to LA and get the dub, that will also be gratifying as well. So hopefully they can get it done.
Facts. Okay, there's a topic I really wanted to touch on. Last night versus the Rockets, Kevin Durant was on the bench. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now, So if the Lakers beat the Rockets this series, do we still put KD in all times?
Yeah, he's still a great, but it might not be as high as everyone would think of him before, to me at least.
So what do we put him? Do we put him?
We put him 11 through 20.
11 to 20?
Yeah. Put him 11 through 20.
Good
And
way
it's
to
not
go.
even mainly because of like he's not playing things like that. It's more so like when you were on the court, I
Yeah.
expected you to do more in terms of not even stats, just body language, orchestrating. You know what I'm saying? Getting guys
Yeah.
in their position because you are the vet on the team and a Hall of Fame.
For sure, yeah. But anyway, you have anything else you want to talk about before we close?
I'm excited for tonight is this Minnesota game because even though I believe the Nuggets will win, I want Minnesota to win due to the fact that I feel like they're more hungry for the win, if that makes sense.
Facts.
So my logical mind is saying the Nuggets will win because they have Jokic and Jamal and they're going to fight against adversity and figure something out. But my heart is saying I want Minnesota to win because it's just a better story.
True. And do you think we're gonna have another performance by Ayo this game? Are we gonna be expecting some sort of performance from him? Maybe.
He'll be as crazy as 40, but I for sure think that he's hungry enough to go for at least 20 plus again tonight for
Oh
sure.
yeah. And the thing is, I mean, for the Denver Nugget, how do you adjust to that? Because I mean, he would just get into his spot at will, and then they didn't do anything. But I'm like, okay, is somebody gonna guard this dude? Nobody do anything. And he just kept attacking, taking the right shot, making the right plays, and
What's funny is that Minnesota has the upper hand in this area, right? So if let's
yeah.
say on the scouting report now, it's okay, we got to watch out for this Ayo DeSumo guy, right? Okay, now we're gonna see
Hmm.
just how well Ayo could playmate because these guys are gonna now guard you tighter and close out harder, which is gonna open up
Hmm.
more opportunities for everyone else. So because of the game last night, if Ayo is a good enough playmaker, this is gonna
Yeah.
be another night for someone else to go crazy.
AE and DiVincenzo will be out. Do you possibly gonna be seeing him be a starter, or will he be still coming off the bench? You think?
Um, that's a good question. I mean, it's just based off what did they want. It's
Because
hard.
because because if you start him, then I mean, if you don't start him, you gotta start Mike Conley, and you gotta put Mike Conley on Jamal Murray, which is gonna be a mismatch. As good Mike Conley is, he's too old to be trying to guard Jamal Murray run through all them damn screens. If you start Ayo, you lose some bench point because you only have Nas coming off the bench now. I think this is a game where Bones gonna have to step up because if they start Ayo, you have Naz Reid and Bones coming off the bench, and you have Mike Conley maybe coming in here and there. But I'm definitely expecting Julius Randle to have a big game tonight. Him and definitely need to definitely step up tonight to have a big game. I'm expecting Rudy to keep doing what he's doing, staying active and ball pressuring Jokic and making it tough for him. Anything you want to say before we close?
Nah, continue to like, continue to subscribe, continue to support. We just two young guys that love basketball, man, and we want this bad, man. So if you see us, here to
Yep.
show love, we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man. And thank you for watching Backcourt Rhythm Podcast, a podcast when we talk about basketball and break it down from every angle. My name is Junior,
My name is Mike.
and then we appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this episode. Yo.